Statues are vessels, formed by memory, forged through story, meant to carry the emotion into the future. At Prime One Studio, we've inherited this ancient art form and brought it to life through countless creations.
With breathtaking sculpting and paintwork, we don't just capture the appearance, we reveal what lies within, the essence of the character, and the world they inhabit.
This is Next Level Showcase, one of the world's premier online celebrations of sculptural art. And this time, for Volume 15, our theme is Journeys Through Realms.
From games, anime, movies, and comics, get ready for a wave of exciting reveals. Plus, behind-the-scenes documentaries where creators share their passion and process. I'm Shizuka Anderson.
And I'm Dante Carver, your guides on this journey across genres, stories, and worlds. From warrior's will to spine-chilling horror to powers beyond imagination. Unexpected tales await. So, are you ready?
You bet! Next Level Showcase 15, Journeys Through Realms.
Japanese pop culture, with its many facets, has long been a wellspring of creativity for Prime One Studio. Innovative visual techniques, bold mechanical designs, and stories that explore diverse values. Each one has inspired us, and we've brought them to life through our craft.
Timeless classics loved by all, cult favorites that shaped generations of creators, and the hits that define today. Unbound by era or style, we've transformed all kinds of characters into statues over the years.
And today, we're proud to present a brand new lineup drawn from a wide range of titles. Perhaps the one you've been waiting for is finally here. Enjoy the magic of sculpture, where the spirit of anime and manga is captured in every dimension.
個性豊かな作品が次々と生まれる日本のアニメーション。中でもひときわ異彩を放ち、見る者の心を掴んでいるのが、現在はトリガー取締役兼クリエイターとして活躍する今石博之監督の作品です。プライムワンスタジオもまたその強烈な魅力を愛し、創作意欲を大いにかきたてられていることは、ショーケースをご覧の皆さんであればよくご存知のことでしょう。天元突破グレン・ラガン。この今石監督の代表作に登場するキャラクターを過去2回立体化しました。いずれも原点へのリスペクトを込めつつ、独創的なコンセプトと構図で仕上げています。そして今日、今石監督の才気が大いに発揮されたあの作品から、また一つ強烈な新作が登場します。
For over 35 years, Berserk has captivated readers with its unflinching vision of dark fantasy. From Guts and Griffith to many others, countless iconic characters from this world have joined the Prime One Studio lineup.
You may recall the buzz around our model kit from the last showcase, Build Art Masterline, Guts Berserker Armor Rage, a powerful piece that still lingers in memory.
Today, we're adding two more. One is a key item that symbolizes the law of causality, an object essential to the very world of Berserk. The other is the explosive second act in the battle between the Berserker and the Flame Dragon Knight. Both are brought to life with powerful colors and striking details that capture the intensity of the story itself. the originator that gave birth to the superhero genre and defined what American comic books would become. DC Comics is essential to any next level showcase.
From classic comics to the latest films, this lineup features a carefully chosen cast of heroes and villains, including a heroine with deep and complicated ties to Batman.
This is the current pinnacle of expression that Prime One Studio has achieved through years of crafting statues of DC's iconic characters. It's a tribute to the legacy of DC Comics and a piece created for collectors who truly understand its significance and demand the very best.
First revealed at the previous Next Level Showcase 14, Batman Hush, Catwoman. After several months, this new statue has undergone a remarkable evolution. Originally developed under the Museum Masterline format, this piece has transitioned to the Real Elite Masterline. This shift was made to capture the essence of Jim Lee's art style, his masterful blend of realism and stylization through cutting-edge three-dimensional expressions. While the sculpt itself has been refined to achieve a more natural balance and detail, the greatest transformation lies in the paintwork. The portrait has been completely renewed, attaining a supple sense of realism. Deep irises, seamlessly blended highlights and shadows, and crimson lips imbued with refined allure. Each head part conveys the expression of an eternal femme fatale. The leather suit has also evolved, moving from a grayish tone to a lustrous black, accented with the distinctive blue highlights of Batman Hush. The comic's colors are rendered with a more realistic touch. The base she stands upon has evolved greatly, giving it a renewed presence. The black cats at her side add to the charm, with every whisker sculpted in meticulous detail. Cracks forming a bat symbol emerge across the side wall, while the rear bricks secretly hold coins and jewels she might have stolen. Scattered throughout are hidden Easter eggs designed to delight fans. Surpassing the very notion of an update, Catwoman has been reborn through state-of-the-art three-dimensional expression. Look forward to a presence more captivating than ever before.
This summer marked the dawn of the new DC universe with a spectacular piece of entertainment, Superman, directed by James Gunn.
This reimagined superhero, embodying the goodness of humanity, leaves a refreshing and uplifting impression. The fact that everyone has been waiting for this moment is clear from its phenomenal box office success.
And from this milestone film comes a new symbol of hope and a mischievous yet dependable companion.
Let's take a look.
Through the screen, you become one, overcome dangers, and you celebrated victories. After so many hours together, your favorite game characters aren't just allies, they're a part of you.
That's why Prime 1 Studio goes beyond visual replication. We don't just recreate beautiful graphics. We dive into the meaning behind every color, every sculpted line, and bring those emotions to life in 3 dimensions.
From dynamic motion frozen in time to chilling madness simmering in silence, new statues leap from the world of games and come straight for you.
Like a soldier, do what I told you, live my life a renegade. I gotta warn ya, I gotta warn ya. The only thing that you gotta know is that I do what it takes, do what it takes. Gotta bring it down to take control. I'm gonna do what it takes, do what it takes. I'll make you believe that the choice is yours, but I'll change it so till the roles reverse. The only thing that you gotta know is that I do what it takes, I do what it takes. I'm a renegade, I'm a renegade, I'm a renegade, I'm a renegade.
Guilty Gear Strive marked a new era for the series, bringing a wave of fresh players into the world of fighting games. What captivated Prime 1 Studio was the bold redesign of its characters and the striking cel-shaded visuals that brought them to life. Ever since Guilty Gear Xrd Sai, the franchise has pushed 3D animation to look and feel like hand-drawn anime. Strive took that visual language to its peak. Translating such artistry into physical form, this was a creative challenge we couldn't ignore. And here is the result. Saul Bad Guy and Ramlethal Valentine. Through sculpt, paintwork, and engineering, this documentary explores how we brought them to life. Saul Bad Guy stands tall, every inch of his body brimming with power. With a sharply defined triangular jawline and a broad, imposing frame, his look retains the bold stylization of anime, reconstructed here with high-density textures and physical depth. The awakened form from Heavy Mob Cemetery rises behind him, its presence merging with the swirling smoke and blazing flames that engulf the base, visualizing the raw energy of this explosive striker. In paintwork, we pursued the challenge of translating cel shading into 3 dimensions, layering its signature segmented tones with realistic shadows and surface textures. We often say a character looks like it leapt out of the game, but in this case, that phrase finally comes true. Ramlethal Valentine strikes a graceful pose, resting her hands and feet across 2 crossed greatswords. Combined with the nuance of her downward gaze, the composition conveys both the cold beauty of a living weapon and the quiet warmth of emerging humanity. Attention was given to the flow of her hair and the textures across her body, balancing realistic muscle definition with anime-inspired form. Her familiars, Velva and Venus, retain their whimsical silhouettes, now finished with subtle chipping and wear to evoke a grounded sense of presence. From the smooth bronze tone of her skin to the flowing white of her outfit, the paintwork carries over Guilty Gear Strive's signature cel-shaded style, realized here as a natural expression in 3 dimensions, just as we did with Saul. To further enhance the impact of their sculpt and paintwork, each base includes an internal LED unit. Saul's platform lights up with blazing flames, while Ramlethal's erupts in vibrant green, evoking her overdrive move, Calvados. Saul also features swappable parts, a new portrait with a provocative grin, and a right hand posed to grip the Outrage Mark II. How far could the highest standard of cel-shaded visuals be brought into the world of sculpture? For Prime 1 Studio, it was a challenge worth taking. Through sculpt, paint, and engineering, these 2 statues bring Guilty Gear Strive closer than ever. Now, experience them for yourself, in your own collection.
In the fog-shrouded town of Silent Hill, what awaits is more than fear. It's a place where grief and inner conflict quietly but relentlessly shake the soul.
The creatures you encounter aren't just enemies. Their disturbing forms and uncanny movements embody something far deeper, something words alone can't express.
To capture that something in three-dimensional form, Prime One Studio approached each character with utmost sincerity. The result is a statue that stirs memory and asks profound, unspoken questions.
In Silent Hill 2, a man enters a ghost town hoping to see his late wife, only to descend into the shifting depths of the human soul. The 2024 remake surpassed 2 million units, reaffirming its legacy as a psychological horror masterpiece. Inspired by this title, Prime One Studio has brought 3 characters to life in quarter scale. James Sunderland, pushing forward, body and soul worn thin. The bubblehead nurses, white-clad, disturbingly seductive. And Red Pyramid Thing, dragging a blood-stained great knife. How was the realism achieved through ray tracing translated into physical form? Witness sculpture at its edge, where fear takes shape and what lies beyond emerges. The character designs in Silent Hill 2 balance beauty and grotesqueness in a way that's truly unique. To capture that subtle interplay, Prime One Studio chose quarter scale, reaching up to about 80 centimeters at its tallest. This size allows us to sculpt and paint without compromise, bringing every feature vividly to life. James Sunderland moves forward, one cautious step at a time, wary of the oppressive air around him. His pose captures the very essence of his journey. The wariness etched into his portrait is brought to life through paintwork that recreates the interplay of light and shadow achieved with ray tracing. His military jacket and denim pants are crafted in meticulous detail, every stitch, every fold faithfully rendered. The head can be swapped for one showing fear, and his arsenal includes a handgun, a wooden plank, and a shotgun. Bare-handed poses are possible, and the great knife is here as well. The base, complete with a title plate, evokes the desolation of a townscape, while the built-in LED casts a quiet, haunting light across the scene. With graceful proportions and an unnaturally tilted pose, the bubblehead nurse projects an unsettling presence. Her provocative white uniform, stained with blood and grime, works in concert with her expressionless, deformed head to heighten the sense of unease. The steel pipe in her hand can be swapped for a knife, allowing for a change in the mood of the display. At her feet, an LED-lit base, strewn with syringes and medicine bottles, evokes the dim, suffocating corridors of her hospital domain. For an even more chilling display, a version is available with 2 additional bubblehead nurses, each in different pose and outfit. Together, their awkward advance conjures the image of a nightmare breaking into reality. Wielding his great knife and raising his left hand, Red Pyramid Thing stands as the embodiment of overwhelming violence, slaughtering not only humans, but even the inhuman without hesitation. Every detail has been meticulously sculpted, from bulging muscles and deeply creased garments to his iconic triangular helmet. The deep red, molted with blood and rust, faithfully recreates the ominous tones seen in the game. The base features a fallen lying figure, and when the built-in LED is lit, a brutal scene reminiscent of an ancient ritual emerges from the shadows. Swappable parts allow for alternate poses, brandishing a spear while hoisting a mannequin, or dragging the lifeless lying figure across the ground. The rampage never ends. These 3 statues can be arranged in countless ways. Surround James with Red Pyramid Thing and the bubblehead nurses, or have the nurses closing in on Red Pyramid Thing. With your imagination, the world of Silent Hill 2 shifts its shape and expands without limit. Crafted in quarter scale with high-definition detail, these Silent Hill 2 statues bring the terror of the game to life. Follow Prime One Studios' official social channels and website for the latest updates, and join the wish list to be notified when pre-orders begin.
journeying across vast worlds and stepping into uncharted lands. Our next showcase features characters from action RPGs. You may have crossed paths with them on your own enduring adventures.
A fearless hunter facing off against a towering machine beast. A massive knight sworn to protect a sacred golden tree. Statues we revealed in earlier showcases have finally reached their ultimate form.
The tension and thrill of that first encounter, those unforgettable moments of battle will come vividly rushing back.
The Doom series, an undisputed landmark in the world of first-person shooters. Blast, slash, smash. This game has always pursued the pure visceral thrill of destruction and no explanations needed.
But there's also a striking sense of mythic beauty, from the intricate details of the Slayer's armor and weapons to the fearsome forms of the invading demons. Every element is designed with a distinct aesthetic sensibility.
The new statues you're about to see embody that clash of brutality and beauty. With hellish colors and masterful sculpting, they bring the world of Doom to life in spectacular form. Enjoy every detail.
Doom, The Dark Ages, is a prequel to the last two entries, a world where science fiction collides with medieval darkness through the latest ID tech visuals and even more exhilarating action. These elements open a new frontier for the FPS genre. Like you, Prime One Studio is a passionate fan of Doom. In 2020, we brought the Doomslayer of Doom Eternal into reality with a 1 meter 1/3 scale statue, capturing his triumphant stance. This new Doomslayer and the Imp Stalker are born of the same passion and craftsmanship. Now, let us explore the themes and dedication within these two creations. A high-speed battle against endless hordes of demons, captured here in breathtaking 1/4 scale. With the super shotgun in one hand and the shield saw in the other, this dynamic stance embodies the pure essence, the catharsis of combat itself. The armor, steeped in dark fantasy, has been meticulously crafted with menace etched into every single spike. A wild fur mantle drapes across his shoulders, amplifying the overwhelming power of his massive proportions. The custom base tells its own story. A mountain of demon corpses beneath his feet, with a soldier carved apart by the sealed Shah at its front. His dying scream, his twisted expression, and the violent arc of blood captured mid-air freeze a merciless instant of slaughter. LED illumination built into the mask, chest armor, and the base itself shines through the darkness, pulling the Doomslayer out of hell's shadows in a blaze of light. To capture Doom the Dark Ages' signature combat style, this statue also includes an array of swappable parts. His arsenal expands beyond the super shotgun, allowing him to wield the flail, the pulverizer, the cycler, or the chain shot. Additional heads and alternate arms further enrich the display, enabling collectors to recreate countless variations of the Slayer's stance, every one radiating the same ferocity and intensity of war. Intensifying the clash on display is the Imp Stalker, one of the most iconic demons, standing as a symbol of Hell's legions and of the Doom series itself. Its body is crafted almost entirely from translucent material, brought to life with layered paint applications that emphasize organic sheen, subtle variations, and the grotesque texture of living flesh. Aggressively jutting spikes, bulging muscles, and a twisted, roaring visage all capture its in-game presence with uncompromising detail. In both hands, Hell Surge projectiles glow with built-in LED units, radiating an ominous green light that seems to pulse with unearthly energy. Additional swap-out parts also include a pair of hands without projectiles, as well as a destroyed head. Together, they allow collectors to stage a wide range of dramatic battle scenes, from intense displays of raw power to the gruesome moment of its downfall at the Doomslayer's hands. Speed, destruction, and catharsis. These two new creations bring forth a vision that distills the very essence of Doom, the legendary action FPS series. The hellish battlefield, faced countless times on the very edge of death, is about to unfold right before your eyes.
Movies have the power to detach us from reality and lead us into entirely new worlds, be it an island ruled by dinosaurs or distant planet brimming with mystery. Their visual splendor often transcends reality and strikes a deep chord within us.
What Prime One Studio strives to do is bring those scenes etched in memory into reality, drawing them out from the mind's eye and reconstructing them in sculptural form.
Monumental scale, intricate details that even the screen couldn't capture, and the emotion of that one unforgettable moment. These iconic scenes return to life right before your eyes.
侏罗纪系列电影迎来了全新的篇章《侏罗纪世界重生》。Prime One Studio 将这部从2025年夏季代表性的大片中推出了前所未有的1:6比例霸王龙。这头庞大的掠食者作为侏罗纪系列的象征，曾多次以经典的形象登场。从侏罗纪公园中的初次亮相，到与迅猛龙的激烈对决，在侏罗纪公园2失落的世界中，那场令艾迪卡尔陷入恐惧的绝境搏斗。在侏罗纪世界2陨落国度中，于欧文注目下压制食肉牛龙的辉煌时刻，以及侏罗纪世界3统治中三方势力的巅峰对决。以往1:15或1:8比例的雕像，已展现出 Prime One Studio 对于真实感的不懈追求。如今，这头霸王龙汇集了 Prime One Studio 的经验与技艺，以1.38米的庞大尺寸现身，成为迄今为止的巅峰之作，再次定义侏罗纪的系列象征。在那座曾隐藏初代侏罗纪公园秘密研究所的禁忌之岛上，新暴君登场，每一个细节都被逼真再现。灵感源自于预告片中震撼全球观众的水边场景，突如其来的绝望，以及在陆地与水面上遭遇追击的恐惧。这尊雕像将你带入德尔加多一家在船上的处境，为呈现出那份压迫感 ，Prime One Studio 选择了1:6比例，庞大的身躯让细节更加丰富，把荧幕上的震撼完整地传递到您的眼前。头部雕刻展现出眼睛上方隆起的鼓脊、深刻的伤痕，以及咆哮时口腔内逼真的黏膜质感。每一颗牙齿都带有细微的磨损与不同的光泽，仿佛蕴含着粉碎骨骼的力量。黄色虹膜上细腻的血色层次，在不同角度下时而显露锐利，时而流露老练， 更凸显它的凶猛气势。全身覆盖的鳞片与皮肤褶皱，各处都展现出不同的细节变化，加上更逼真的肌肉线条，带来更强烈的力量感与张力。涂装以灰色与棕色为基底，加上背上的条纹，透过复杂的光影变化以及光泽上的差异性，让呈现出具有湿润感的皮肤质感。爪子的渐变效果更加凸显这头巨型掠食者的野性与残暴。特制的地台充满蕨类与岩石，展现出禁忌之岛的原始气息。飞溅的水花带来强烈的临场感，侧面点缀的无数化石让人沉浸于这个世界。特点版还附带一个以 logo 打造的巨大底座，与本体相称的厚重存在感，让整体更显震撼。1:6比例，全长1.38米。Prime One Studio 全新打造的霸王龙现已开启预定，以庞大尺寸呈现无与伦比的立体美，将你在大荧幕上感受到的震撼与恐惧带到眼前。
Released in 2009, Avatar redefined cinema through groundbreaking 3D visuals and CG technology. Its majestic natural landscapes and delicate character expressions left a lasting impression on audiences worldwide. From this origin story, Jake Sully and Neytiri, together with the mighty creatures they form bonds with, are brought to life in quarter scale. The breathtaking visual beauty that amazed the world is now captured through intricate sculpting and masterful paintwork. Prime One Studio's previous statues from Avatar: The Way of Water captured themes of family bonds and the mystical beauty of Pandora's nature. This new release shifts the focus to the individuality of the characters themselves. To realize this theme, the greatest attention was given to the eyes of Jake and Neytiri. Throughout the film, countless expressions revolve around the eyes, and their large, expressive gaze is portrayed as a reflection of will and emotion. In order to imbue the statues with the individuality of the characters, it was essential to replicate the eyes as faithfully as possible. To achieve this, the eyeballs have been meticulously constructed as multiple parts, recreating the natural layering of the cornea and the lens behind it to impart depth while accentuating the vivid coloration of the iris. I see you. It is a beauty that irresistibly calls this iconic line to mind. Jake Sully stands at the side of the great Leonopteryx, spear in hand, gazing into the distance. Its immense wings and powerful form serve as a backdrop, emphasizing his presence as a warrior. Every detail of the sculpt is executed with precision, from the tension in his muscles to the texture of his braided hair. The skin patterns are faithfully reproduced in their original colors. The spearhead gleams with sharpness, and his eyes shine with unwavering resolve. The great Leonopteryx is finished in fiery reds and oranges, with wings adorned in vibrant stained glass-like gradations that bring the creature to life. The base, combining rocks and foliage, conveys the richness of Pandora's living world. In addition, Jake comes with multiple swappable parts: a knife, an assault rifle, and the AMP bayonet he wielded in the film's climax, allowing him to be displayed with a variety of weapons. With a flawless and composed stance, Neytiri slowly draws her bow. At her side, the Thanator thrusts forward with a ferocious roar. Their movements merge into a statue overflowing with dynamic energy. Her dignified expression captures the realism of CG, brought into 3 dimensions. Like Jake, every detail is faithfully rendered, from the Navi's blue skin to the intricate ornaments she wears. While her proportions retain a feminine elegance, the strength in her arms conveys both valor and nobility. The Thanator's massive fangs and muscular forelimbs radiate sheer ferocity. Enhanced by paintwork that emphasizes dramatic shadows, it embodies the overwhelming power behind its name. The one who brings fear enough to dry the mouth. Jake conveys quiet strength, while Neytiri radiates graceful motion. Displayed together, their contrasting presences are designed to resonate in harmony. In the winter of 2025, the 3rd installment of the Avatar saga will arrive in theaters. This statue captures the beginning of that grand story as an intricately crafted art piece. Jake Sully and the Great Leonopteryx, and Neytiri and Thanator. Prime One Studio proudly presents this new collection. Please look forward to it.
Throne Legacy is a statue format that captures the very essence of a character through the motif of the throne. In the silence of the seated pose, it reveals the will they harbor within and the path they walk to reach that seat.
The solitude borne by a guardian of mankind, the ambition to seize the entire cosmos. Now, heroes and villains alike have taken their place on the throne, revealing a still and ominous side of them that has never been seen before.
And now, 2 more join their ranks. A red-haired warrior fueled by vengeance, and an unstoppable man who has slain even gods. Witness their presence. One only a throne can bring to life.
dignity, ambition, pleasure, solitude. The throne legacy captures what dwells within each character's heart and reflects it through the seat they command. Now, 2 stories bring forth new characters. From God of War Ragnarok, Kratos appears in both his past and present forms. And from Dynamite Entertainment, the Untamed Warrior, Red Sonja. From here, we turn to the concepts, craftsmanship, and colors that define each work, and listen to the tales their thrones have to tell. After the battles with the Norse gods and bidding farewell to Atreus on his journey, Kratos faces a new trial. In the epilogue, God of War Ragnarok, Valhalla, he confronts his own past, shaped by experiences unlike any before. The young Kratos and the Master Thyself Kratos capture this symbolic moment from the DLC, immortalized in sculpted form. Young Kratos, an embodiment of his former self, defined by passion and ferocity. Resting on one arm, his expression carries a trace of impatience. His lifelike pale skin and vivid red tattoo, along with sculpted muscles that rise like carved stone, convey without compromise the vitality of a warrior in his prime. The golden gauntlets and greaves bear marks of battle, while the cloth at his waist is rendered with frays and wear. Across his back, the blades of chaos are crafted in meticulous detail, capturing every aspect of their design. He leans upon a monumental throne of ancient Greek design, where a crimson mantle drapes with elegance, heightening the presence of the ghost of Sparta. Master Thyself Kratos, his face, lined with deep wrinkles and framed by a full beard, carries the dignity of a warrior who has come to accept a heavy past. Drawing on the expertise honed through the Real Elite Master line, every detail is brought to life with breathtaking realism. Countless scars etched into his skin, along with painted textures and deep shadows, speak to a lifetime of battles. In contrast to the splendor of his Greek era, his attire is forged from rugged leather and iron. The rough-hewn throne of stone, carved with runic patterns, reflects the world of Norse myth. Resting on his armrest is Mimir, his eyes illuminated by LED units, a quiet light that shines upon Kratos' long and arduous journey. And so, young Kratos and Master Thyself Kratos are designed as companion pieces, placed side by side, set back to back. With each arrangement, new meanings emerge between past and present. It's up to you to interpret, to feel the story of Kratos, the man who has walked such a long and arduous path. An artwork by Ian MacDonald, created to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Red Sonja. In this single image, the legendary warrior's dignity and strength are captured, along with a nobility that endures, even when drenched in blood. Prime One Studio has inherited this powerful concept and elevated it into sculpted form. After a brutal battle, Red Sonja claims a new throne in conquered lands. Her presence is brought to life through masterful sculpting and meticulous paintwork. Her iconic crimson hair is layered with multiple tones, designed to catch the light and reveal rich shadows. Deep, expressive eyes and freckled skin highlight her humanity amidst the warrior's strength. Her bold, defiant pose faithfully captures the essence of the original artwork. The lithe proportions combine honed muscle with feminine softness, carefully balanced to create a striking silhouette. Her scale-patterned bikini armor and greatsword are finished with a realism that conveys the cold weight of metal itself. At her feet lie the remains of fallen foes, drenched in blood. Gothic candelabras rise on either side, their countless flames flickering in the gloom, while behind her a serpent rears its head, framing the queen's triumph with menace and majesty. The great sword in her left hand can be exchanged for a massive axe. With these two iconic weapons, you're free to express Red Sonja's valor in your own way. From past and present come the young Kratos and the master thyself Kratos. And embodying a queen of the battlefield, Red Sonja, long live the queen. Together, they weave new stories within the throne legacy. Please look forward to further updates on these statues.
What an incredible journey it's been, across so many genres, eras, and realms. And along the way, we encountered surprises that went far beyond what we imagined.
Absolutely. Every statue was infused with deep passion and love for its characters and stories. They just completely draw you in.
If something caught your eye, be sure to follow us on our official website and social media for updates. And don't forget to favorite your picks. You'll get notified when pre-orders go live.
Yes, and to everyone who stayed with us until the very end, thank you so much. This journey through the realms we shared with you today is a memory we'll always treasure.
The world of imagination keeps expanding, and a brand new realm will be awaiting.
At Next Level Showcase 16.
When there's nothing to say, 'cause you don't have to go